everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here for the Twin Flame weekly reading for the week of May 29 to June 4th. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who has gotten the heart chakra Reiki session that I offered last week. For those who haven't gotten it yet, you're still on queue, and I just need to get these weekly readings out, and you'll receive your Reiki report shortly. But for those who have received it, thank you for your wonderful feedback. Yes, I've had clients even in South Africa who have felt the changes that this Reiki brought on. Anyway, let's see what the energies are for this week. Okay, so as always, I've already shuffled and prayed over the cards, and this week also, I was guided to use the Galactic Heritage cards for the middle cards. And we'll see what messages they have for us later on. But at the bottom of the deck, here, we have the Emperor card, oops, there, which means that things are still being put into place, okay? Things are being fixed, being organized so that we can all go on unimpeded in our combined missions and our personal missions as twin flames. See, and this energy is fast and furious, just like this Knight of Wands. It's moving straight ahead so that things will happen quicker. See here? This is a call. Oops. Are you okay? Sorry, my dog was coughing. He drank too fast. Anyway, this is a call. That's why, this is an explanation of why this energy is coming in so fast. Let me put my phones on silent. Sorry, I forgot. Okay. There. Okay. Silent. There. So, again, as I was saying, very fast energy, because we are being called to really help in the ascension of the planet. Look at this, people being called, there's a trumpet there, being called to awaken, and you can feel it all over the world. You know what, the usual press releases of these institutions that have been in place, but do not serve us anymore, or even people, politicians, lines of thinking, okay? People are being called to their own personal awakenings to support the collective awakening of the planet. And of course, what happens in the macro happens in the micro first. So it starts. A big part of this depends, this awakening of the planet, depends on how twins, which are the frontliners, fully awaken to their true purpose and calling and mission in life. But here it is. See, because we are being called to move. There's the Chariot card. Movement forward. Okay? Having to do with awakening of the collective twin flames, and also of humans on this planet. That's why all the light workers are really working double time in their particular grid points. Okay, so let's see how our divine masculines are doing. This side, for those who have just joined the channel, this side is for the divine masculine, and this side is for the divine feminine. So let's see what energies are there for our divine masculine. The first card we have is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands speaks about it's like synergy, working together to achieve a bigger purpose. You see, these two wands, separately, they can't do much. You see, this creature's goal here is to plant these bulbs of garlic. Individually, they can't do much. But now, the Divine Masculine, he's realizing now how much he needs his Divine Feminine to do whatever he needs to do. His dreams, his hopes, his personal mission, okay? As a light worker, that he needs his Divine Feminine to accomplish this. And they need to work together. So that's coming to the fore of our Divine Masculines. So the Divine Feminine now is in his thoughts. But now it's in a more functional way on how they can work together to dig something, to create something that will provide more, okay? Because he can always use these 3 bulbs of garlic. But the thing is, if he plants one of them, they're going to yield more. And that's what's foremost in their mind now. This realization that life could be so much better working with his Divine Feminine. Well, not only in terms of work, but I mean going through life with this Divine Feminine. There will be more yield. Okay? Because if you remember last week, in last week's message of the Divine Masculine, he was almost regretting the choices that he's made. So, and also in last week, I remember that he was looking forward to something else because of those bad choices. And here he is now, mulling over the possibilities that exist with his Divine Feminine. The next card we have is, yes, just that. Okay, this is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, of course, it represents love. And here we have death, courting midnight, okay? And midnight, as you can see, this would represent the Divine Feminine. And I was guided to use this deck for this reading, okay? And you can see here, because the Divine Feminine, while giving space to her Divine Masculine, she has stayed in the background, in the shadows. But when I say shadows here, it's not shadows like you have to go get in touch with her shadow self. No, she stayed in the background. It's like she was giving her Divine Beloved space to come into his own knowing about who he is to her, who she is to him, what their relationship could be. And now he's mulling that over. He's thinking about how much better things will be if they work together. And that's why here we have the Two of Cups, because this working together, this is not only a something that has to do with employment, career, or just fulfilling tasks. No, because there is love here. That's why we have the Two of Cups. And the Divine Feminine represented by midnight, finally the Divine Masculine is coming forward. And here you see him, he's a skeleton, so it's after his resurrection, so to speak. And he is entwined by this gold sash, the golden sash. And gold is really the color of Christ consciousness, okay? And it's the third energy the twins are aimed to create with their union. And here you see the Divine Masculine. He is entwined in this Christ consciousness as represented by the golden sash, and he's courting the divine feminine. You can see the sash there, entwined by her ankle, almost cajoling her to move forward. So how this translates into your individual relationships, you're going to have to see for yourself, okay? And also, of course, if this applies to your divine masculine, because this is a reading for the collective. So for those questions, it would be best to get a personal reading. But anyway, here he is, cajoling his divine feminine to move forward now and into the light. And when I say that, I don't mean that she was in darkness, because as you can see, these past few weeks, our divine feminines, they have been ensconced in their, they have embraced being the divine feminine and have come into their power. Okay, so, but this is the divine masculine saying that I'm ready to take my place. Come join me. Okay, the next card we have for the divine masculine is the Eight of Coins, and here we have a smith. Okay, I was going to say a metalsmith. No, he is a, because you know, there's swordsmith, a smith. Okay, a smith working on these coins. So this is continued work, continued progress in the physical. And here we have the wands, we have the cups, and then here we have the pentacles, signifying the coming down of these two initial energies into 3D. Okay, but this is working on the nitty-gritty, the details at first. Okay, so still continually the divine masculine continually working towards that, and he knows that the work that he's in for is a bit tedious. But this is fueling him. Why he's doing it. This is the why he's doing this work in 3D. Okay, he's doing that to get everything in place. And the next card we have is there. See, until this is his goal. This is what he's doing also. Okay, which is the Ten of Pentacles, and here. That's why even before it seemed like the divine masculine was doing this at a ploddingly slow rate. But even before, a lot of teachers were saying that have faith, because once they get it, it's going to be fast, it's going to be quick. Okay, of course, fast and quick is relative, okay, but that's what they're heading towards, the Ten of Pentacles. And you see here the king and the queen playing themselves at a game of chess, but now they're equal, because here the divine masculine, the divine feminine has taken her place. The divine masculine wants to do that as well, because this falls under this card, the working together. And here they're playing a game of strategy, but they're playing as equals now. So they understand the mechanics of the game. Here we also have, and this applies to the other divine feminines, what Spirit is saying is that there are some of you that are still emoting, okay, still embroiled in that energy of sadness about losses. So this, for those who are still in this energy, then you have to do some work to transmute this so you can get to the player's table. Okay? Because here, this signifies interaction in the real world. So there might be some of you who may be hearing from the divine masculine, because here he's coming out now. He's trying to get his divine feminine back to the negotiating table, so to speak. Okay? So here we are, some of the divine masculines also, and the divine feminines. There's still this energy that needs to be transmuted so that you can be in that. I call it a game because this is chess, but really chess is a game of strategy and moving forward to conquer your opponent. And as light workers, what does that mean? Okay, of course, the opposite would be our opponent, in the sense that those who are inhibiting the light from spreading. So you need your king for that, to work with them. At least the divine masculine gets it. And okay, yeah, they were reminding me that at this time, since he is the divine masculine's bent, just like, I don't know if you've ever played chess, but the thing is, with chess, to be a good chess player, you need to think a couple of moves in advance, preferably like 10 moves in advance. But since your opponent can also see the board and where the chess pieces are placed, they can also foresee what possible moves you're going to make. And what Spirit was reminding me to tell you is that at this point in time, the divine masculines know what you're thinking, know what you're doing, and see, so it's like the game is on. Okay, so there, lots of explanation there. So I'm not going to pick clarifying cards for this particular spread in the interest of brevity. Okay, so the next card, this is the energies that are projected by the divine masculine. This is number 11. Again, a significant number. It's called Pioneering Spirit, Lyra, and this pertains to the past of Lyrans, because Lyrans, they were very adventurous. They wanted to spread the energy, their belief systems, the way they lived their lives to other people, other galaxies. And so that's why they spread out from Lyra into the other galaxies. Okay? And this is now the energy of the divine masculine. He, on the one hand, he is remembering his divine feminine, how it was before that separation took place. He's remembering that, but on the other hand, he's also wanting to move forward, because that's why he's sort of courting the divine feminine to come out again, because for some divine masculines, they are now fully aligned with who they are and what they're supposed to do, and they realize now that's why they're going outward. And when I say outward, it's going now to the physical. Okay, this is what they want to happen. They are imbibing this pioneering spirit. to move out, come out of their shells. Now, for a long time, our divine masculines have been in hibernation. And I know these were the themes of the readings around last December, going to spring. But they're ready now to move forward outside of their comfort zone. And because they've already been given time to see that whatever the situation now, it's not working. That's with karmics. Now for divine masculines who have not yet who don't know yet who their divine feminines are, whether or not they are incarnated, or if they know that they are incarnated, have not yet met. Here, there is this new energy that wants to connect, to finally find the incarnation of their divine feminines. And what this is saying is, go ahead, do that. Do what you need to do, because you need to spread. We are expanding, okay? The energies that we download, and yes, have a difficult time downloading because of our physical body. Sometimes they get sick, we experience ascension symptoms, but go forward, okay? Just do what you need to do. Okay, let's move on to the divine feminine. First card for the divine feminine is the World card. And here in this card, this represents a completion of a cycle. And as you can see here, this mermaid, okay, she carries wands here as batons, but they're lit on both ends. And what this is saying is that the divine feminines have achieved some sort of polarity, okay, that they understand, because, you know, it's like alpha and omega, white and dark. But the thing is, you have to go through all the colors and find the light in the darkness, and vice versa, to understand, to complete this journey. And then this journey is also continuing through renewals of these phases. You learn something upon the conclusion of each phase. And then you sort of graduate from that and move forward. But here, this completion of this phase that the Divine Feminine is currently in, you see that she's only achieved this when she has risen above these beasts that are below her. And these are beasts of land, because this creature is a mermaid. So yes, she lives partly in water, mostly in water, but these are land creatures. So this completion of this cycle, sort of a, what do you call that? It's like a qualifying test or something. That's going to happen. You're going to finish that. If you rise above these things that are holding you back in 3D, that would be ego and will. Okay? So, if you can override that, then you can rise and go forward to the next step. Okay. The next card we have for the Divine Feminine is the Page of Pentacles. And what this is saying is that, because here we have this page, and the page is very studious, very industrious. He's also in a, he also wants to learn more. He's like an apprentice. But here in this deck, we see that from the scraps, he has gotten this tool. So what is this saying? This is saying that the divine feminines, sometimes you don't realize that you've already had it in you. Whatever it is to create the reality you want, the situation you want, you have tools that have been given to you, gifts, whether they deal with metaphysical gifts or actual tangible resources that can help you create the reality of what we want, and when you move on to this next level in your journey. Okay, so what this is saying is that you have to take a look. It's like taking an inventory. Sometimes you buy something, you put it aside, and then because when you bought it, you were thinking that this may come in handy at some time. Maybe it's an uncommon item or whatever. And that usually always happens to me, because you kind of want to be prepared for all eventualities, right? So you go shopping, you see something that, oh, this could be useful, okay? When this thing happens, that thing happens. So you put it aside, you keep it, and then you forget about it. And at the time that you need it, you don't recall anymore where you've placed it, and you end up buying something new when you've had it all along. So the divine feminines are being reminded to take an inventory of what you have, because you may just have it, you keep on seeking it, it's in front of you, it's just around you. So this is in your quest to continually evolve and ascend, and to get in touch with your divine masculine and come into union. Use the tools that you have, whether it's as simple as connecting with your divine masculine through telepathy, by setting aside time in the day for doing that. Okay? So these are things, reminders. The next card we have for the divine feminine is the Eight of Swords. And here in this Eight of Swords, we see this woman. She's on the windowsill, and she's posed in a way that she's almost falling. You can see that she's being attracted by the gravity of the moon here. That's why she lost her balance, and she's also afraid she might fall into those upright swords. So what is this saying? This card is saying that some divine feminines, see, and this speaks to those that have not yet overcome these two, okay, that sometimes in their confusion, because the moon card sometimes gives confusion, and it's sort of the gatekeeper. Remember, when the moon card comes up, you don't know if they are illusions or something, messages from the divine. If it's made up by the mind, or if it's coming from an external source that's trying to give guidance. But because these are swords that they're falling, that this creature is seemingly going to fall on, this is saying that some divine feminines are still being attracted to those thoughts that just serve to confuse them, to give them doubt. And what does that do if you keep on focusing on that, if you keep harping on those negative thoughts? Well, it's like you're digging the hole deeper. Because what that does is it causes you to fall on these swords. If you don't resist it, this is a pull. It's like gravity. Okay, you have to get at a certain level past the stratosphere. Well, at least the rocket ships do, spaceships have to do that, so that the gravity of the earth doesn't pull them back. But some divine feminines are challenged by this. The gravity of that negative thinking, the doubt, the confusion, it pulls them back and prevents them from getting to the next level. And what Spirit was saying is that you have tools within you, okay? Tools at your disposal that you can use to resist this pull of confusion, of doubt, and pull you to a clearer place. Okay, and what Spirit is saying is that whatever it is that's causing you confusion, because there's this wrench here, so really, you're going to find a way. No matter how tight that bolt is, you're going to free it. Or if it's loose, you're going to tighten that up. But you have to find it in your tool chest. Okay? And the next card that we have here for the Divine Feminines is this Nine of Wands. And here we have this creature who's been going through a maze. And they're tired, you know, every week. And it's true. It is tiring. But you have to embrace it and then let it go. Let yourself be infused by the energy of light again. So whenever you feel that, again, let it go, embrace it, feel it, and then let it go. Like this creature here, very tired going through the maze. And now wondering if it has the compunction to carry on, because the only thing that's giving light is this one wand, okay? But the rest of the wands are already poised up on the stairs, ready to light its way. All the creature has to do is to light each wand to help illuminate the path going upwards. Okay? So, and actually, this reminds me of, I don't know if you've watched Like Water for Chocolate, but do try to watch it. It's an old movie from the 90s, I think. And it's very much a twin flame movie. You can see the twin flame journey there of both lovers. And there, I remember that there was a scene wherein the doctor was trying to explain how sometimes the spirit is like matches in a matchbox. And when all of those matches get wet, you can't strike a spark with any of the matches. If the wick gets wet, the wick, what do you call that? The thing in the match gets wet. So you have to wait for them to dry, and then you have to make sure, well, I don't remember exactly, but I think that you have to watch out so that you can prevent all those matches from getting wet. And that's equivalent to, you know, being burnt out, because if all those matches get wet, it's going to be hard to light them all up again. So you do it one at a time. Okay? So make sure that you don't exhaust yourself fully from the journey. Make sure that there's this wand lit up, because with this lit wand you can light everything else. Yes, by steps, but it's going to show you the way forward, the way up. Okay, and what message do the Galactics have for the Divine Feminine? Okay, paradox, which really echoes what is being said here quite beautifully. especially here in the first card, because here the zeta reticuli, okay, it says here future, and what this energy is, this is embracing that two, wait, you see, polarity, it's like black and white, and for the longest time, this species had to evolve to reconcile and learn that polarity cannot exist in the energy of oneness. That you can, it's like embracing that both opposites can exist at a certain given moment. So this is what the next step for the divine feminines are. And how is this? It's like for those in separation, your twin is with you and your twin is not with you at this given time. And this energy points to understanding that that state of being with, being not with, it can coexist at the same time. Okay, so the divine feminines are getting that. They're embracing both ends. It's like here, both ends of the baton. And not hardlining on just one and discounting all the others. Okay, so there, everything can coexist, both sides. But this is an energy, okay? So, because knowing this will help alleviate these fears. Because fear is the absence of love. And when you think that your twin flame is absent in the physical, you harp on that, but you get stuck in that. You can't embrace that they're with you and then they're also not with you. That's when there are bumps in this journey. Okay? So anyway, that's what we have for the divine feminine. So these are tips for moving forward and progressing to the next level. Okay, let's pick a card. Oops. Let's pick a card for the connecting energy. Okay. See here? Balance. Also saying paradox. See? White, black, but in one creature. They're staring at each other in the face. Equals. Kind of like this. And they're ready to move forward as one. You can see here. So this synergy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, very high this week. Because we have this. We have a lot of twos. 2, 2. Okay? 3 twos. 2, 2, 2. And I've been seeing them 2, 2, 2 last week. All everywhere. And so here it is. We're coming to this energy of working together, realizing that we're just one. In the physical. Okay? Working together, realizing we're just one. And so, there. That's it. Good energies for next week. Just keep going forward. Divine Masculine, finally catching up. Divine Feminine, getting ready for the next step, next level, so that she can lead again her Divine Masculine. Okay? Or the next, okay, they're telling you the next level is that you're going to do it both together already. Okay? So there, I stand corrected by Spirit. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week. Now, for those who are still interested in the Heart Chakra Reiki, I'm still offering it for this week. And this is 30 minutes of Reiki with divine codes for the sacral heart activation. That's your higher heart. And for optimizing and balancing the heart chakra. Okay, and opening the heart chakra if it's closed. And what does this mean? If you have low self-esteem, you feel you lack self-love, you have or even lack of self-acceptance, or these injuries on a deep soul level that you really can't pinpoint, but you feel they're there, then please do get this tool, and because it may be able to help you. Remember, the Divine Masculine can tap into the Divine Feminine now better, so they can sense what's going on with your heart chakra, if it's closed also or not. So there is, I'm offering also this heart chakra Reiki for couples, so you might consider that. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I'll see you. Bye.